Hello dear students, this is Muhammad Shahnawaz, assistant teacher, Jalalabad BL High School, Dakhin Shurma, Sylhet. Dear students, I am here for the students of class 6 and 7. Once again, I'd like to discuss on an unseen passage. But at the very beginning, I want you to enjoy a song. So please enjoy the song. Yes, you are absolutely right. This song is sung by one of the renowned singers of Bangladesh, Rezwana Chaudhary Bonna. But it's not my question. My question is, who is the composer of the song? Can you say? Yes, you are absolutely right. The composer of this song is Rabindranath Tagore. So, our today's topic is unseen passage about Rabindranath Tagore. So, let me write. Dear students, now I'm going to show you a passage on the screen. You have to read the whole passage very carefully, and while you will be reading the passage, definitely you will get some unknown words. So, I would like to discuss on the unknown words first. Dear learners, let's be introduced with some new words. Poetry. Poetry. Can you say what's the meaning of poetry? Dear learners, look at the picture and try to guess the meaning. Poetry means poems or verses. Dear learners, look at another word. Enlighten. Enlighten. Can you say what's the meaning of enlighten? Now look at the picture and try to guess the meaning. Yes, enlighten means illuminate or open one's eyes. Now look at another word. Devote. Devote. Can you say what is the meaning of devote? Now look at the picture and try to guess the meaning. Devote means allocate or assign or allot. Dear learners, look at another word. Breadlust. Breadlust. Do you know what is the meaning of breadlust? Now look at the picture and try to guess the meaning. Breadlust means to die. Dear students, look at another word. Normal school. Normal school. Can you say what kind of school it is? Students, look at the picture and try to guess the meaning. Normal school is an institution created to train high school graduates to be teachers by educating them in the norms of pedagogy and curriculum. Dear students, I think you have understood the passage very well, but I want you to read the passage once again with me. So please, let me read the passage. Dear learners, read the passage below very carefully. Uncommon talented poet Rabindranath Tagore was born in Kolkata in 1861. His father was Rabindranath Tagore. His childhood education started under the guidance of a home tutor. At the age of 8, he was admitted into normal school Kolkata. He became expert in Sanskrit and English language. At the age of 15, he published his first poetry, Bonoful. At the age of 17, he went to London to higher education. In London, though he did not get any academic degrees, he was enlightened with English language and culture. Returning from London, he devoted himself in the study of Bengali literature. In 1891, he published Sadhana, a monthly. In 1901, he set up Shantiniketan at Bolpur. In 1913, he was awarded Nobel Prize for his Gitanjali in English version. In 1883, his Prabhat Sangit published. In 1921, he established Vishwabharati, an international university at Shantiniketan, and made it a center for world culture. He breathed his last in 1941 at the age of 80. Dear students, I think you have understood the passage very well. Now, I'd like to give you some task. So please look at the whiteboard. I have written 3 statements here. The first one, Tagore's childhood started in a primary school. The second one, the book that achieved Nobel Prize for him was translated in English. And the third statement is, his first poetry was Gitanjali. The thing that you have to do, you have to say whether the statements are true or false. And you know very well, if the statement is true, on your answer script, you have to write T. And if the answer is false, you have to write F. And you have to write the correct statement as well. So please, first of all, look at the first sentence. Tagore's childhood started in a primary school. You have to write whether the statement is true or false. If true, you have to write T, and if false, you have to write F and the correct statement as well. So please, to find the answer of this question, you have to see a focused sentence on the screen. You can see on the screen, the passage is clearly indicating that Tagore's childhood education started under the guidance of a home tutor. So, you can see this sentence is absolutely wrong. So, we have to write F first. Okay? As the sentence is false, I have written F here. But it's not enough. You have to write the correct statement as well. So, let me write the correct statement. What's the correct statement? The focused sentence is indicating that Tagore's childhood education Tagore's childhood education started under the guidance of a home tutor. So dear students, you can see the given statement was a false statement because Tagore's childhood didn't start in a primary school. The focus sentence is indicating that Tagore's childhood education started under the guidance of a home tutor. That's why I have written false, that means F first, then I have written the correct statement as well. Then look at the next sentence. The book that achieved Nobel Prize for him was translated in English. We have to say whether the statement is true or false. If true, we have to write T. Is it true? Look at the focus sentence. The focus sentence is indicating that the book that achieved Nobel Prize was Gitanjali and it was an English version. So this sentence is clearly indicating that the given sentence is absolutely right because the book that achieved the Nobel Prize was Gitanjali and Gitanjali was translated in English. So this statement is true. So we will write T as the answer. Okay. So dear students, now look at the next sentence. His first poetry was Gitanjali. Now you have to say whether the statement is true or false. If true, definitely you have to write T. And if false, you have to write F and the correct statement as well. His first poetry was Gitanjali. Is the sentence correct? Look at the focused sentence. The focused sentence is indicating that his first poetry was not Gitanjali. Because this sentence is saying that at the age of 15, he published his first poetry, Bonoful. So, Gitanjali was not his first poetry. His first poetry was Bonoful. So, this sentence is false. So, let me write F for false. Then the correct answer. Correct statement. What's the correct statement? His first poetry was Bonoful. His first poetry was Bonoful. That means we have to write Bonoful instead of Gitanjali. Dear students, now look at another sentence. Shantiniketan was established at Vishwa Bharati. Is the sentence correct? Look at the focused sentence. The focused sentence is clearly indicating that Shantiniketan was not established at Vishwa Bharati. Actually, Vishwa Bharati was established at Shantiniketan. That means Vishwa Bharati was a part of Shantiniketan. So, this sentence is not correct. This sentence is false. So, let me write F for false. F. It's not enough because we have to write the correct answer as well. So, let me write the correct answer. Correct answer or correct statement. What's the correct statement? Instead of Shantiniketan, we have to write Vishwa Bharati and instead of Vishwabharati we have to write Shantiniketan. That means we have to interchange the two words. We have to interchange. So I shall write Vishwabharati was established at Shantiniketan. So dear students, you can see the statement was false. That's why I have written F here. Then I have written the correct statement as well. Now look at the next sentence. After the establishment of Vishwabharati, he was alive 20 more years. We have to say whether the statement is true or false. Whether we will write F or T. To find the answer of this question, we have to see the last two sentences of the passage. So please look at the last two sentences of the passage. You can see these two sentences are clearly indicating that Vishwabharati was established in 1921 and he died in 1941. That means he died after 20 years after the establishment of Vishwabharati. So dear students, you can see after establishment of Vishwabharati, he was alive 20 more years. That means this sentence is absolutely correct. So we can write T for true. So dear students, you can see we have read a passage about Rabindranath Tagore, and we also tried to write some statements whether they are true or false, and we learned that some sentences are true, so we wrote T, and there were some sentences that were false, so we have written F for false, and we have also written the correct statement as well. So dear students, I do believe that you have definitely learned something about Rabindranath Tagore from my discussion. Now I'd like to give you some homework. So please see the homework on the screen. The thing that you have to do, there is a table you can see, and the table is asking some informations. You have to go through the whole passage once again and write the information on the second column and send me or inbox me as soon as possible. I will assess your answers and I will also tell you where you have to develop. So thank you very much for staying with me, and I hope that I will see you again with another topic. Thank you very much. Bye bye.